What's up, everybody? This is going to be the next video in a series in which we rank the top 10 rookies in the NBA this season. Keep in mind this list will fluctuate throughout the year since the players' performances are also going to fluctuate. This video could age poorly depending on how the rookies play, so just keep that in mind as you're watching this. Also, before we get started, please like the video and subscribe as it really helps my channel grow. Now let's get started. Before I get started, I always love to give some honorable mentions. The first honorable mention is going to go to Peyton Pritchard. Pritchard was off to a good start in his rookie year, but he got hurt, which caused him to miss a stretch of games. Before the injury, he was shooting the ball extremely well from downtown, while showing the ability to make plays off the dribble. He's definitely been a steal for Boston as the 26th pick. The next honorable mention goes to Isaac Okoro. Okoro was the 5th pick in the draft for the Cavaliers. He's really helped to improve the Cavaliers' defense as he's an excellent perimeter defender, but he's really struggling with his efficiency and three-point shooting. While he may not be shooting well in his rookie year, he could eventually become a great two-way player. The next honorable mention goes to Jae'Sean Tate of the Houston Rockets. Tate is a 25-year-old rookie who went undrafted back in 2018. He's been a great role player for this Rockets team as they have become much better since James Harden left. He defends the perimeter extremely well, he can knock down three-pointers, and he can make plays off the dribble. Lastly, shout out to Precious Achiuwa, who's been a nice energy big man off Miami's bench, and Isaiah Stewart, who's also a really nice energy big for the Detroit Pistons. At number 10, I have Tyrese Maxey. Last week, I ranked Maxey at number 5, so why did he drop? Well, this isn't really Maxey's fault. He's still a spark plug off the bench, it's just that his role has decreased ever since Seth Curry returned to the lineup. As a result of the reduced minutes, his production is down, but Maxey is still one of the top rookies in this draft class, currently averaging 9 points per game on an efficient 47% shooting. He could get to the basket and finish, he could shoot off the dribble. He's absolutely instant offense. Overall, Maxey has been a steal for the Sixers at pick 21. At number 9, we have Patrick Williams. The Bulls were criticized for taking Williams at number 4 because the pick looked like a reach at first, but so far, that move has really worked out for them. Williams is a plus player on both ends of the floor for the Chicago Bulls. On the defensive end, he's a strong physical player that can guard the other team's best player, and he also rebounds pretty well. On the offensive end, he's a good three-point shooter, but he could also put the ball on the floor and hit pull-up jumpers or get all the way to the rim. Overall, he's been solid for the Chicago Bulls, and he's going to be a huge part of their rebuild going forward. At number 8, we have Deni Avdija. When Deni slid all the way to the 9th pick in the draft, I knew the Wizards were getting a steal because most mock drafts had him going in the top 5. So far, he's been a bright spot of a really underwhelming season for the Washington Wizards. Over the past 5 games, he's averaging 11 points per game on 52% shooting from the field and 53% from 3, which are excellent numbers. Deni does so many things on the court really well. He's a knockdown shooter, he can pass the ball, he can put the ball on the floor, and he can play defense. Deni is a pretty good role player for the Wizards, and he definitely has a very bright future. At number 7, we have Desmond Bane. Bane was the 30th pick in the draft, but he's been an absolute steal. I had a strong feeling before the draft happened that he was going to be a great pickup for whoever selected him because he was a great 3-and-D player in 4 years at TCU. Over the past 6 games, he's on an absolute tear, averaging 13 points per game on 56% shooting from the field and 58% shooting from 3. Desmond Bane is a great role player for the Memphis Grizzlies. His outside shot is absolute money, he's a solid defender, and he's also a good passer. Bane's production has been a huge reason why the Memphis Grizzlies are still winning despite their injuries. He'll be a huge part of their rebuild going forward. At number 6, we have Cole Anthony. I didn't have Cole Anthony on my last top 10 list due to his lack of efficiency and consistency, but over these past few games, Cole has really taken his game to another level. Over the past 6 games, he's averaging 13 points, 5 rebounds, and 5 assists per game on 45% shooting. Cole Anthony is a pretty good shot creator. He could create his own jumper off the dribble, or he could use it to get all the way to the basket. Along with the scoring, he's turned into a solid playmaker for this team, and he's also a pretty good rebounder for a point guard. Ever since Markelle Fultz went down with that injury, Cole Anthony's minutes and role has gone up, which has probably sped up his development. At number 5, we have James Wiseman. Wiseman has been very good for the Warriors in his first year. Coming into the draft, Wiseman was one of the league's biggest question marks as he only played 3 games for the Memphis Tigers before getting suspended and dropping out of college. That's a really small sample size of games. But with that time off, Wiseman grinded and his hard work is evident on the court. He's averaging 12 points and 6 boards a game on 50% shooting on the season in just 20 minutes of action. On January 28th, he became the youngest Warrior to score 25 points. His finishing at the rim and knockdown three-point shooting was on full display. Unfortunately, Wiseman has been out the past few days due to a sprained wrist, and he likely will miss some more time, but he's been excellent for the Warriors this season. The potential to be an all-star big man is clearly there. At number 4, we have Anthony Edwards. I ranked Edwards at number 6 last week, but I'm raising him up because he's been playing really well as of late. The Wolves have been starting Edwards recently, and it looks like that has been just a trick because he's been playing so much better. Over the last 5 games, Edwards is averaging 18 points per game on 46% shooting. Anthony Edwards has a really exciting play style. He's got a nice handle and a strong to the rim game. He could also shoot the ball pretty well, whether off the catch or off the dribble. Already in his first year, Edwards is looking like a pretty good scorer, which indicates that he definitely has a good chance of one day becoming elite. At number 3, we have Tyrese Halliburton. Halliburton is another guy who's vastly outperformed his draft position. He was the 13th overall pick, but the way he's performing, he should have gone a lot higher. My expectations for Halliburton coming out of the draft was that he was going to be a pretty good role player at the point guard position. I saw him as a 3-and-D player, similar to George Hill. So far, Hallie has totally gone above my expectations because he does so many things on the court very well. He's not just an elite 3-point shooter, but he can also put the ball on the floor and score with floaters and mid-range jumpers. He's also a good playmaker, and at that elite size at 6'6" with a 7-foot wingspan, he's a very good versatile defender. Halliburton's abilities were on full display in a recent 21-point game against Boston. With this pick, the Kings have their future backcourt set between Halliburton and De'Aaron Fox. At number 2, we have Immanuel Quickley. Last week, I put Quickley at 10, and you guys let me have it in the comments section. To defend my decision, he was inconsistent, but recently he's taken his game to another level. IQ is averaging 19 points per game over the last 4 games, including 2 back-to-back 25-point games. IQ has become instant offense for the Knicks off the bench. He could break down the defense and get into the paint, and his floater is absolutely money, and he has range on the shot where he can hit that floater even from the free throw line. He could create plays for others, and he's automatic from downtown. Even Paul George was impressed with Quickley when they matched up, stating that he was fearless and that his float game is off the charts. For the Knicks to find a top 3 rookie this deep in the draft at pick 25 makes him definitely the steal of the draft. And lastly, at number 1, we're going to have LaMelo Ball. Over the last 4 games, LaMelo is producing on an all-star level, averaging 24 points and 7 assists a game on 62% shooting. This stretch includes a 34-point outing against the Utah Jazz. During the game, his full offensive repertoire was on full display. He was hitting contested threes, he was driving and finishing to the hoop, he was just completely dominant. LaMelo is the current favorite for the Rookie of the Year, and he's definitely a special player. Anyway, guys, that's going to be the end of the video, but I want to hear your thoughts in the comments. What do you think of my list? How would you have done it differently? Let me know. Don't forget to like the video if you enjoyed it and subscribe to my channel so you don't miss a single upcoming upload. Thanks for watching and enjoy the rest of your day.